It's weird looking over at my second monitor here. Oh, hopefully everything stays connected properly. It should. And I moved the camera just a little bit. Kind of angled it down. You can see the coffee that I'm drinking right now. It's good. Almost as good and exciting as this list tonight. Okay. Almost ready. 2, 1. Nope. There we go. Hello and welcome. 5 Ways. How's it going? And everybody else watching right now. Later on. Just looking at the screen here before I started, I realized I didn't put on the knocked out dinosaur right on that bottom left there. But it's there. And fantastic Magic the Gathering dinosaur action in Explorer. Oh yeah, very good. Happy to hear. Week was crazy. My week was crazy. This following week is also going to be crazy. Hopefully, well, maybe we start to get some spoilers for Lost Caverns of Ixalan. You know, some packs go out to people and they just, unfortunately or fortunately for my case, happen to open up some of that. I'm going to be keeping an eye out like a hawk, and I'll do a spoiler of spoilers. That's going to be nice. I can't resist. I won't be able to wait. If we have good enough, well, even if they're the blurriest of blurry, I am going to see every single dinosaur that I can that's spoiled before. And I'll put it in the title and everything. But tonight is not that. Tonight is a subscriber suggestion. If any of you watching right now are not subscribed, definitely do so. Ring the bell. Take a bite out of that like button, because tonight's suggestion features Kiora, Behemoth Beckoner, a fantastic mainstay in mono green devotion. Lovely potential for dinos. Whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, you draw a card. So, I mean, most of the dinos I use are at least 4 power, which is lovely to have some actual card draw tonight. And then we do the -1, untapping a permanent. It's not so crazy as mono green devotion, untapping Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx. We all know that stuff. But at the very least, it gives us an extra mana, which could be all we need when we untap one of these lands here. Possibly untap one of the creatures if we need a blocker, if we're left a little bit too open. Maybe we want to attack with Ripjaw, do some damage, but we also want to untap it. And that is one of the new additions tonight. Haven't been using Ripjaw Raptor too much, but Ripjaw Raptor, of course, is just lovely. This list, I guess you could say, is 4/4 dino. At least the best dinos that cost 4. In my mind, the 3 best. Rampaging Raptor, lovely aggression, recent addition, fantastic stuff with that. Trample, haste, pumping it up. Deals combat damage to an opponent. We get to send extra damage to a planeswalker or a battle that player protects. Then Ripjaw again, shifting, beautiful. But also, keep in mind, Topiary Stomper, that is like just the icing on the cake. If we can get Kiora down, ramp a little bit, we follow up possibly that very turn with a Topiary Stomper. Ooh, that's going to be beautiful. We can count it up right now. We've got 16 right here, 20 with Regisaur Alpha, which itself is a creature with 4 power, at least in Ghalta. So 22 creatures. I think that's enough. We'll see how it goes. I may want to up it a little bit, but I wouldn't really want to cut a whole lot. Again, Topiary Stomper and Thunderherd Migration. That is 100% doing the trick. It's not Llanowar Elves, but I think it's better than Llanowar Elves, Elvish Mystic. We can get into that a little bit later. If you guys want me to do a deep dive, if you're wondering Why aren't we seeing those elves now? We'll leave it there. But this is stable ramp. Turn 2, we get a basic land. We get ahead by 1 forever. Doesn't matter what the opponent is doing. Potentially, they do have a counter spell, so we got to keep that in mind. But as long as they don't, oh, love it. Love it. Topiary, boom, love it. You go a little bit slower, but you get there basically all the time. And then Huntmaster, of course, and Marauding Raptor. Pairing that cost reduction, lovely for dinos, and the cheapest creatures that are dino, that are the best at 4 power. So if we're drawing a bunch, possibly being able to chain a few off the top. Maybe we play a Rampaging Raptor and then we draw a Topiary and we play that and we draw a Ripjaw. And that enters the battlefield and we draw a card because it has 4 power and possibly Marauding Raptor pings Ripjaw. So this could just get out of control. Absolutely crazy. And I want to see Kiora just because, you know, I want to see her as much as possible. So 4 copies. That's where it's at. Possibly we play one. It draws in some aggression. They use some sort of removal on her. So it's nice to potentially have a backup for this. That's what this list is all about. Mana-wise, we got tons of ramp here. So I go with my classic 22 lands to begin. 8 basics, 2 mountains, 6 forest, because of Topiary and Thunderherd Migration. A nice, healthy amount in the basic department. Now I could up the mountains maybe 1 or 2, just because we do have Rampaging Raptor. Again, usually I only need a single source of red. 1 red for Huntmaster on turn 2. Marauding Raptor maybe the turn after that. Regisaur Alpha eventually down the line. This Rampaging Raptor usually isn't in there. So usually it is just 1. And plus we've got a nice, consistent, many potential sources of red here. 12, 14, 16. So we should be safe in that department. Absolutely. Sideboard wise, back to nature. We're going to mess up auras, which I have been facing a little bit. But again, 5 color Fires of Invention. This is sometimes the auto win card against that. I love it. And I hate that deck enough. That does the trick, and I want to see it a little bit more than 2 copies. 3 certainly is my favorite, and if you hate stuff with enchantments, jam this in. Maybe just go to 2 if you don't feel comfortable going to 3, but it is an uncommon. You might as well try it out. And I had to have at least 1 of the big scary dinos in. I was wondering, Tyrannix Rex, Carnage Tyrant, I'm just going to go with Carnage. If we face off against something control related, something where there's a good chance that Ripjaw is going to die to removal, we could play this certainly for 3 or straight up for 4, and then the opponent just kills it. That, of course, is not going to be fun whatsoever. So possibly switching Carnage with Ripjaw. I'll probably want to keep Rampaging Raptor just because it has the lovely haste potential. You get to keep up that aggression along with Shifting Ceratops, which can't be countered. Protection from blue, naturally we would want this in against control. Rending Volley for Grease Fang, Mono White Humans, Mono Blue, Azorius Spirits, all that stuff. Possibly Lotus Field a bit, taking out the strict proctor that shuts off enter the battlefield effects, which, you know, Kiora is a enter the battlefield effect, so it's going to be nice to take that out and get back some card draw in that matchup. And then Brotherhood's End, the lovely sweeper. This has really been helping me out in quite a few scenarios. Of course, with Ripjaw Raptor, a sweeper that deals damage to everything, really elevates it, adding another chance to draw a card whenever you damage it. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, we cover enough angles in my mind. Maybe you could split up Rending Volley, but Spirits is super painful. Mono White also painful stuff. Ripjaw is going to be nice against Mono White, especially if they don't have anything that exiles it. They feel really bad when that hits, and they have to attack into it with, well, likely most of their stuff is not big enough to deal with it. I have to watch that my mouse doesn't slide off and onto the second monitor there. Nope, not Vivigos. I might do a little bit of a deck tech against that. About that, I should say. That's been doing pretty good. Vivian, Monsters Advocate, playing creatures off the top. Then we can go -2 whenever we cast our next creature. We search for a creature that has a mana value less than it. So we play Ghalta, Tyrannix Rex, or Carnage Tyrant. All of those things are more than 5. They enter, and we search for this single copy of Xenagos that I have in that list. And oh, it is just devastating. Beautiful, lovely, fantastic hand we got here. Oh my. And I forgot to mention Cinder Glade, but that has been the bee's knees. This is just a beautiful, beautiful hand. I couldn't ask for anything better, facing off against what appears to be angels. So we don't have any life gain hate, sadly. That's going to be rough. Hopefully it's something other than angels, but usually when elementals. Okay. We might have a good chance here, folks. I like it. Of course, we've got the best start ever. Marauding Raptor turn 2 for 1, fully reducing Ripjaw with Huntmaster, and we draw a card, and I mean, it's an uphill battle here. I don't see too many scenarios where they're going to get out of this. I'll attack with Marauding, do as much damage as possible, just because that buff is temporary. Just really wanted to make use of it. I don't think they would have blocked anybody. They needed the ramp from Leafkin Druid. Big time. This is going to be a lot of big damage. Of course, Regisaur Alpha for 3. It's not often I get to do that. I'll take it. I'll go with Marauding. 2 Marauding Pings would take out Topiary, but I want the most aggression humanly possible. Most damage possible. I wasn't going to be getting to 7 lands anyways next turn, so Topiary Stomper for 2. Getting a basic land. That's already good. Oh.
Ruthless aggression.
Oh, man. What a start. What a start. But, Elementals, Brotherhood's End, that's what we're doing. What to switch. So much good stuff. I'm going to get Rampaging Raptor. Let's do that. I was thinking Shifting Ceratops, but some Elementals are part blue. We could be able to sneak through a decent little bit of damage because they can't block Shifting. Oh, that'd be lovely. Oh! 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 Man, stunned. Okay. Oh, you never know what you're going to get. Live. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Who knows what it's going to be. Hopefully it's not actually angels. Man. It's always scary knowing that they're waiting in the wings. That's a pretty uphill battle to face. Ooh. That's not going to do it. Scoop, absolutely a scoop. Maybe I should try and move the monitor closer to here, but it is pretty big. It's not small, and just the setup that I have doesn't exactly work. The outlet in this room where I'm streaming is across completely, and where the bed is, the bed has to stay there, so I had to get a 10-foot cord on a power bar, and it's completely stretched out max just to plug it in. I might get another outlet added right close to where the computer is, and that's going to solve my problem fantastically, but that will not. Okay. Much better. Certainly send Ghalta to the bottom. Most expensive thing. It could be something a little bit more painful. Again, Cinder Glade, lovely stuff. A mountain and a forest. Helping Rootbound Crag here enter the battlefield untapped. Could it be Jund? Something with the Gilded Goose. Something food related. I'm pretty sure Huntmaster should be safe. We'll try for that. Would be nice to get Ripjaw down and start the aggression. Ooh, and a fatal push coming up. They're looking at it. Nuts. Ah, yes, John Food with the new Sir Ginger the Meal Ender. I've been a little bit worried about this because it is a fantastic looking creature. A food knight, trample, haste, as long as you control a planeswalker. Other artifact you control. Ooh, okay. Well, pretty scary, but Ripjaw also quite scary. Sir Ginger, nothing to worry about too much. We at least get a little bit of damage on him. I like that. They're certainly not going to block. Fortunately, they don't have Fatal Push. If they did, they could have sacrificed that food to make 1 black, meeting the requirement of Fatal Push. A permanent needs to leave the battlefield, and then they would have destroyed Ripjaw Raptor there. What are they going to play for 4? Oh, more food stuff. It looks like Brotherhood's End is going to be quite devastating against them. Sacrifice a food, put a counter. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, I must say. Make use of all kinds of foods. I wonder if they're going to run it. Oh, Voltage Surge. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. We'll make it work. I don't think I'm going to be attacking with Ripjaw, though. Do I like Thunderherd Migration? It's only going to be one thing, unfortunately. Thunderherd, I have to have a dinosaur to reveal. Huntmaster, probably going down. We'll just play it safe with Thunderherd, especially if they have any more removal. And I think Ripjaw might deter a good bit of aggression. They'd have to sacrifice a fair bit to get Sir Ginger powerful enough to trade with Ripjaw. They'd have to sacrifice 3 foods, getting its toughness to 5. That's going to be a little bit, and they may not want to sacrifice the foods because they need to use it for mana with the Gilded Goose, so that's probably a sticky situation. Quite literally with Greta there. She's fighting off a bunch of sweet treats. Scary gummy worms. Ooh. I'm kind of wanting to make dinosaur food. Food for dinosaurs. Whichever. I was thinking about that today. There's lots of cool synergy. It probably has to be completely dedicated to food. Maybe there's something that still would be pretty good in a dinosaur tribal list. Huh. Ooh. I should have expected the Wicked Wolf. I haven't seen that much. I don't remember the last time. Of course, fighting something is going to be rough. It gets indestructible. Not great. Not great. Yikes. That's, ouch. Okay, that's probably... Oh, more lands. That's very rough stuff. We'll see what we get next turn, but I imagine that's going to be it. Let's take that damage. You never know. It might not be a forest. We know what we have to do. That's not going to save us. Decimating them with Brotherhood's End is going to be key. They build up a few creatures, before Sir Ginger gets too big. We take out Greta as well, so they can't sacrifice foods to make things bigger. Wicked Wolf would be mostly turned off if most of these creatures are. And possibly if we get double Brotherhood's End. We could use it to destroy all artifacts with mana value 3 or less, which would destroy those foods. Not much more artifacts other than foods, I would imagine. Yeah, probably not. Still want to keep in Ripjaw. They got lots of little creatures. No, we'll trim Shifting. They're not part blue. If it's not something that's part blue, shifting, probably better to take out. Rampaging Raptor is basically Shifting Ceratops if the opponent doesn't have counter spells, that sort of thing. Okay. I think we got it. We got it. As long as we see Brotherhood's End. If I don't see it in the first hand, I might mulligan for it, since they have a lot of pretty weak creatures, at least in the beginning. I mean, that's beautiful. Question is it good enough without Brotherhood's End? I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. There's a reasonable chance we could mulligan and still not see it, and I would hate to pass up a lovely hand like that. Tons of stable ramp. Now we saw that, whatchamacallit. Oh, I literally just saw the card. I'm having a brain fart. 1 red, sacrifice an artifact, but they wouldn't have to sacrifice anything just because Huntmaster is 2 toughness. Oh, Voltage Surge. Yes, that's it. Savvy Hunter. Huh. Attacks or blocks, create a food. Sacrifice 2, draw a card. Well, hopefully we see that Brotherhood's End coming up sometime soon. Although Huntmaster, of course, lovely stuff for 2. Topiary Stomper for 2. Beautiful. Looked like it lagged a little bit there. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come, though. Maybe they have a fatal push now, or certainly not blocking. Oh, that darn wolf. That's okay. That's okay. Fatal push. Oh, nuts. Well, Huntmaster for 2. Lovely stuff. Thunderherd Migration for 2. Routing for 1. That's something. Make sure we get the second source of red if we do draw Brotherhood's End. Oh, that would have been lovely this turn. Hopefully it's not too little too late. I don't see him doing too much coming up. Brotherhoods. Oh, ouch. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's also very good with Topiary Stomper there. Having Ooh, there's Kiora. Yeah, the first time we see her tonight. Not too great playing that. We'll play it. Maybe it, like I said, draws in some aggression. It means we take less damage if they were wanting to attack. Anyways. Oh yeah, they desperately needed that food. All right. Ouch. Perfectly lining up with Topiary Stomper's 4 toughness there. Okay. Well, let's wait and see. We get Brotherhood's End next turn? Well, that would be devastating. Well, that's not Brotherhood's End, and that will bring an end to our chances. Nuts. The dastardly food. I'm going to have to keep my eye on that. Pretty good. It's nice to see another deck get some pretty reasonable support there. Who doesn't love food? That's the thing. It's universal. I'm just hoping to see a Kiora one of these times. Turn 3. Turn 2 Huntmaster, turn 3 Kiora. We untap a source of red and then play Marauding Raptor as well, because it is reduced to 1 with Huntmaster's reduction. Oh, speaking of those guys, okay, well, I'm giving that a go. Absolutely lovely. Oh, we've got Is It Indomitable Creativity, I think. And Okay, I talked about the exact mixture of stuff, and we're getting that stuff. Boros. Excuse me. Is it Boros Pia tokens? Well, we're going to hope that's not. If it is, play with fire. Stomp. Okay. Crushing our chances a little bit, slowing things down. Brotherhood's End going to be very, very nice indeed. I like Kiora. I want to up the draw. Potentially we can go Marauding for 2 and Ripjaw for 3. If she's sticking around, of course. She might go down to, a little bit of burn. Bone Crusher Giant 4 damage as long as she... Oh, exactly. Lethal. That is painful stuff. Okay, well, we'll make it work. We got Ripjaw, which, well, that's going to be pretty devastating if they can't take it out with white exile effects. Well, they got something up their sleeve. Well, we'll try and get rid of Bone Crusher. Interesting. Okay. I'll take it. If they want to finish it off, make us draw 2. That's not great. That is not a great thing. It's rough stuff. You want to at least take Ripjaw out in a single hit, which can be pretty difficult. We took out Bone Crusher, plus we drew 2 cards. Lovely. Now the question becomes, Marauding plus Shifting. Yeah, no. If I had 3 sources of red, I possibly could have gone Rampaging, but this'll do. Depending. 5, 6, can't quite do it. Regisaur Alpha plus Rampaging Raptor. However, Aurelia. Oh, okay. That's rough stuff. Attacking twice. If it's the first combat or attacks for the first time each turn, untap all creatures after this phase. There's an additional combat phase. I don't like the looks of that. Are we able to take him out? Don't think so. It's too bad Shifting couldn't have had reach previously. That would have been good. We'll use up as much mana as possible. Still, at least leaving 1 green for Shifting to block Aurelia there. Try and hit him with Marauding. See what they do. Venerable Warsinger. Am I scared about that? Not so much. Would be nice to deal 6 though. Tajik. Oh. Perhaps they have another copy in hand. Okay. Hopefully the sneaky reach gets Aurelia War Leader there. Crossing my fingers she doesn't get first strike or something. Boros can be rough. Rough stuff. Sneaky reach, sneaky reach, sneaky reach. Oh. Is it sneaky reach? Oh boy. Oh, I think it might be. Oh, sneaky reach for the win. Yes. Oh. Okay. Token to block a 3/3. Fine with me. Wow. That Deafening Clarion. That's fine. Regisaur Alpha is still alive. Oh my goodness. Let's go with Rampaging Raptor. Maximum aggression. Go time. Go time. Pump them up. We're left with 3 because the game has gone on long enough. Oh. I got it ready and waiting.
Ruthless aggression.
And that lovely sneaky reach coming in strong. However, Rending Volley. I do kind of like that. I like Brotherhood's End a little bit. Rending Volley to take out Tajik. If he's down, we could go with Brotherhood's End to, well, take out Bone Crusher. Rending Volley would be nice to take out Aurelia there. Big time. hoping that they don't have Tagic, because it stops the 4 damage from Rending Volley, preventing all non-combat damage. We'll have to keep that in mind. Alright. Do I like Carnage Tyrant? Is that going to achieve something good? Nah. Rending Volley does Brotherhood's End. Big time. Kiora, we'll trim her. Huntmaster. We saw the Stomp, Lightning Strike, that sort of stuff. The instant speed deals damage. Huntmaster probably is not sticking around too long. Have to make space for Rending Volley and the Sweeper as well. I like it. Oh, okay. I'll take that, absolutely. I'm on the draw, so I have a few chances to see that third land. That's hopefully going to get me Ripjaw. Oh, beautiful stuff. Of course, Cinder Glade, if I don't have a turn 1 play, it is beautiful to get that down and not feel bad. Hopefully all they have is a Stomp. Okay, I like it. Doesn't have first strike. Pressure him a little bit with... Nah, Ripjaw. I want the draw instead. I was almost thinking Rampaging Raptor there. Ooh, Regisaur Alpha next time. Oh, I love it. Getting a little bit downhill. If most of their removal... As I said, most of their removal is damage-based. We've got that pesky enchantment, Temporary Exile, but it's not going to matter too much longer because we take 2. Now, what's the best way to do this? We could get Ghalta. Yes, 1 Marauding Raptor for 1 red. We have 3 reduction with Marauding's ability plus its power, plus another 2, 7, 5... Nah, it would have to be 6 total reduction. Forward. Yeah, just Regisaur Alpha. We're going to go with that. That's going to be good. And then next turn, I would imagine we get some of that other stuff down. And Ghalta is going to have haste anyway, so it's going to effectively be similar. I wouldn't have been... Well, it's not going to have haste. Okay. Oh, that's Cinder Glade. They only have 1 thing left. Oh. Soul crushing. Ruthless. Devastating. They could have some instant speed interaction. Enchantment based. Oh.
Ruthless aggression.
Yeah, wow, okay. You know I had to do it at least a couple times tonight, but that is doing the trick. All those cheap dinos. Maybe I have to use this another night. A little bit more often, perhaps. Spice it up a bit. Back and forth with my favorite way, and then, oh, this lovely, lovely aggression. Watch us face control. It will be a little bit sad, though. I could certainly see that happening. Man. Sneaky reach for the win. Shifting with reach there. I think that absolutely won us the entire match. If we wouldn't have taken them down, maybe losing the first game, winning the second one, losing the third, something like that. Oh. Just one word. As long as you miss it, chances are the opponent has not seen Shifting Ceratops too much, if at all. So that's really good for the surprise factor. Blue. Is it going to be blue? Is it going to be mono red with the Chandra avatar? Oh, another lovely fantastic looking hand. It's a little bit awkward because sometimes I want to go with Kiora, but I may want to go with the other Dino stuff. Certainly if I stack the cost reduction with Huntmaster on turn 2, then Marauding, Kiora is a little bit awkward. The early game is really filled up quite nicely. And speaking of, there you go. Are we facing Gruul vehicles though? That's the question. It's going to be my bet. Ah, Elementals, Tamer. Elementals perhaps. This is going to be... We're not going Kiora. We have Marauding for 1 and Ripjaw for 2. That's what you want to do. Soul crushing, devastating. Leaving Ripjaw behind to block is... I'm not sure what they're going to do with that. It makes zero sense to attack into Ripjaw Raptor there. Well, maybe if it gets to a 5-5, I guess, but it's only 3-3. That's kind of odd. Oh, they goofed up. Okay. I've done that before. Well, Brotherhood's End it is. Very interesting night overall. Elementals doesn't have a whole lot of interaction, so there's a good chance all these bodies are going to stick around. Maybe I just trim Kiora. Yeah. We're trimming Kiora because Brotherhood's End is going to be far more valuable against Elementals. Lots of pretty cheap stuff. Most of their stuff dies to the 3 damage. Kiora, maybe I draw some cards, maybe I untap a little bit if I see multiple copies of Kiora, which certainly is a pretty good possibility. Well, I would feel bad. Multiple Brotherhood's End. That's going to be extra devastating. Ooh. That hand is not so devastating though. We're not keeping that. Ouch. Okay, I like it. Definitely send shifting to the bottom. Love Ripjaw against creatures that are... chances are smaller than this. The big boogeyman of little aggression. I think Huntmaster should be safe. Again, not a ton of removal. Fabled Passage. Ooh, good. Ah, I see what it is. Well, hopefully we get that Brotherhood's End soon. And again, Ripjaw might just scare him off, especially if Huntmaster is sticking around. Yeah, I like it. They would have happily taken 4 damage and then been quite aggressive. So we'll leave Huntmaster, we'll leave Ripjaw, and maybe it stops them from attacking completely. Ah, exerting this, tapping Ripjaw. That's not fun. Okay, well, that's how she goes. We're not dead yet. But that is a lot of damage. If we see Brotherhood's End, I imagine they might just concede on the spot. Ooh, where is it? Well, Regisaur Alpha is a bunch of good bodies, bigger than their bodies, and I think that's going to do the trick. I'll do some damage with the token. Nothing that they have would trade with it, and Ripjaw Raptor and Regisaur should be enough to keep them at bay. Two elementals, huh? Okay, I can... Interesting. Not really working out too well. Seems like they paid 3 to not do much. Now let's not get too crazy. They're still pretty healthy. Certainly Rampaging, if it connects, we would take out Chandra, so that's perfectly fantastic. Still leave a few behind, just in case. We're at 8. That's pretty scary. If I attacked with everything, that would have been rough. Just barely taking him out. Not taking him out, I should say. There's not a whole lot I think they could have done, but they have a fair bit of mana, maybe playing some hasty creatures. There's no reason we need to be super aggressive. We can play it safe. Oh, Embercleave. Embercleave certainly... Oh, no Embercleave. Okay. Where they realize they have to attack with 3 for Embercleave, reducing it to a cost temporarily of 3 with the other 3 that they have untapped. Well, hopefully that's not the case. I'll be crossing my fingers. Okay. Embercleave on the Crasher for the win. That would do it. Getting it to 4 power, hitting us twice for exactly lethal. Atarka's Command. Huh. Okay, down to 1. We got her done. We got her. Oh, wow. Beautiful stuff indeed. Some of their creatures would have had to block, but still, if we were all tapped out, mostly they were down to 1. No blockers. Maybe I would have just had a Huntmaster. Man. Love it. Okay. Good tonight. Certainly a fantastic showing with all these cheap dinos. Certainly nice being more aggressive than I usually do. And again, maybe this is the best way to play them. Of course, I like this better than the Dorks, but maybe this aggressive, leaning, lower curve is going to do the trick. And perhaps we get another fantastic dino in Lost Caverns of Ixalan. That really lines right up. I mean, any dino is going to be lovely. We're certainly going to get quite a few. A Dinosaur Lord. Absolutely. I bet that's happening. I'd be surprised if we didn't get a Dinosaur Lord. A Ponter 1. Huh. Artifacts, maybe. I faced a Azorius artifact list today. I lose track. The games all blend together. That was pretty good. Lovely hand here. Cinder Glade, Rootbound, Huntmaster on turn 2, Kiora on turn 3. We'll see if it's something very... Oh, we got Deathcab Glade. I don't think Huntmaster's going to be sticking around too long. I bet it would die, so we'll take this chance. We'll get ahead by 1 with a basic land. You can't Fatal Push a forest. Play it safe. Well, we got 5 lands in total with the hands and what's out, so we should be pretty safe. Again, Kiora, she can untap a land right here, meaning we can just go with that other Thunderherd that we just drew. Completely skipping over Huntmaster until we have a total of 6 mana. With 6 mana, I can go Huntmaster for 2, Regisaur Alpha for 4. So we go stable for the first few turns. We ramp, and then still get the immediate benefit of that cost reduction. Possibly going Huntmaster for 2, Marauding for 1, and Regisaur for 3. That is beautiful stuff. Hopefully that's how it goes. Marauding. Ooh, that's not marauding. But like I said, let's get that aggression online. Go. Ooh, Fatal push. Waiting for that token, are ya? Leyline binding? Yeah. There it is. Oh, never saw that coming. Not a mile away. Oh my goodness, how would anyone ever have guessed? But it's nice to confirm my suspicions. Oh, that's not good. Well, at least we didn't see it early. Fortunate. Hopefully Regisaur Alpha sticks around. Question is, what could it be? Esper or Abzan Midrange maybe. Of course, I'm going to be sacrificing Huntmaster. No. I like it. We take out Liliana. They paid. Well, they saved themselves taking 4 damage, but I think we'll get the job done. All they took out was Huntmaster. Yeah, not so great. Abzan Midrange it is. White, black, and green. Siege Rhino. Could be coming up sometime here. Oh, the Rampaging Raptor to boot, and enough power to power it up. Or enough mana to power it up. I'll take it. Yep, tends to do the trick. Man, it's been pretty ruthless tonight. Every match. Yeah, the 4-3 trades with one of these things. Fine by me. We still have a decent bit of damage continue on through with Rampaging there. Do they have Extinction Event? If it is Extinction Event, we wouldn't lose everybody. Shieldred. Huh. I mean, we could draw some Dino that we would want to get haste with Regisaur, but Rampaging Raptor has haste. Shifting has haste. Shifting is a little bit stronger and lines up with Shieldred's 5 toughness there, so that's what we're doing. That's what it has to be. You can't let Shieldred transform. That's a no-no. Paying 5, they exile it, return it to the battlefield transformed under their control. When it re-enters for each opponent, destroy up to 1 creature that player controls. Next time we would discard 3 cards, mill. Nope, we got to put a stop to that, potentially. Now we just have to have some stuff with haste. Tireless Tracker getting a 4 power there. Gonna be rough. Ooh, that's it. Gotcha. Oh, the top deck Shifting Ceratops hasty with the sneaky trample. Love it. Done. I mean, they could draw Fatal Push. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Let's hope no Fatal Push. No Fatal Push. Oh, what's it going to be? Oh, no Fatal Push.
Ruthless aggression.
Love it. I think the main takeaway, though, certainly with this, these fantastic dinosaur bodies, you elevate the potential of Huntmaster and Marauding naturally. Thunderherd Migration, caring about a dino. You really want a nice critical mass to make sure you have a dinosaur to reveal. Currently there is 26 dinosaur type creatures in this list, so that's quite healthy for Thunderherd here. But maybe we don't need Kiora quite as much, and that could be perhaps switched up with any number of things. Some other Planeswalker, potentially for 3, for 4. There is a wealth of options. Perhaps Ripjaw Raptors, sometimes card draw is enough card advantage, and the replacement of Kiora perhaps could also be card advantage in some way. Advanced Dinos, JDX, absolutely. This is Advanced Dinos, and I forgot to mention Super Duper Explanation and Dinos Advance. It was, yeah. I'm doing good. If you saw that picture in the Discord or my community post, I got the second monitor here. Oh, I have to make the text a little bit bigger. It's going to waste. I need to zoom in, but oh, this is lovely. Lovely all around. However, Abzan Midrange. Do we want Brotherhood's End? Let's try and finish the sideboarding before we're done here. Tireless Tracker, taking that out. Maybe. Liliana. Do I like Carnage Tyrant with all their removal? I'm going to switch Shifting with Carnage Tyrant. Let's do that. Okay. Yes. Oh, love it. Just got back from the state fair. Well, hopefully that was a good time. You had some good food. Some of the fairs I've been to, well, I've only really been to one fair in the States. That was a Hamburg fair in New York State. That was pretty good. I had mac and cheese with shark in it. Or it might have been alligator. There was a stand with alligator meat and shark meat that you could have in your homemade mac and cheese. It was pretty good. Tasted like any other meat with the cheese sauce at least, but hey, not sure why I mulliganed that. I was thinking about the mac and cheese, and it was a perfect hand. Absolutely beautiful. That's too bad. At least we got an also lovely hand. Would have been nice to be up one though. And you never know. This hand that we keep, maybe the draws could have been quite a bit better than the previous one. I do like those rides though. And sometimes the wait for those rides that are over the top, they take a while. And they never last long enough. That's the thing. Yeah, well, hey, that's all right. Worth a shot potentially now. The question is, yeah, we're doing Kiora. We got to do Kiora at least a couple times tonight. I hope they don't have removal for her. I am pretty crazy, yeah. Well, if you didn't know I was crazy already, I mean, I'm playing dinosaurs all the time. And I'll try just about any ride. No? My favorite one is this spinning strawberry. It's like one that you have to spin yourself. It spins each giant strawberry individually. You can sit like 4 or 5 people inside the strawberries, which are covered. It's like you go into it. So then they rotate independently. Oh, nope, we're not untapping. We gotta tap Rootbound for a red. Kiora, untap Rootbound. Make use of it. Then Topiary for 2. Marauding for 1. There we go. We got card draw. Maybe a little bit too much Marauding Raptors. Oh, the classic teacup, anything like that. Big time. And of course my daughter likes it. She was a little bit over 3 when we last went. Probably about 4 or 5 months ago. Oh, she wanted to go again and again and again. It was so much fun spinning her, sitting beside her, and ooh, faster, daddy, spin it faster. Man. And this rocket ship ride. It was like the world's shortest roller coaster. It was completely flat, and the kids just went around in a circle in these little rocket ships. And it was good for little kids, and she is pretty little, so she could go by herself, which she absolutely loved. Oh, the drop zone. I like the drop zone. I also like when the opponent doesn't have 3 fatal pushes. 3 fatal pushes tends to do the trick. Ouch. Yeah. Well, we got a lot of stuff. We got Huntmaster for 2, Marauding for 1, Ripjaw for 2, for a total of 5 mana. You can't beat this. This is what it's all about, folks. Oh, perfect Dino reduction, Dino value. And we're at 6 lands. Maybe, hopefully we get to 7. I think a lot of people pass out on the drop zone or anything like that. Ones with elastic band or, well, that stretchy rope where it bounces you and flings you. Whatever it's called. But Thalia and the Gitrog monster are not nice. First strike and death touch means we mostly can't attack into it. We could attack with a few things. Thalia and the Gitrog monster would likely block Ripjaw. We'll wait and see what happens. But man, I do not like that. Dino theme park. Oh. I haven't been on much dinosaur related stuff though. A dinosaur theme park. Oh, that'd be nice. Maybe when they actually revive dinosaurs in real life. That would be fun. However, I'm not too sure why Graveyard Trespasser is attacking. Maybe they have Fatal Push. Something. I'm going to draw a card. They're going to use Fatal Push to take out Ripjaw, maybe. Oh, the 4th Fatal Push. My goodness. I thought maybe there was a chance that wasn't going to happen. Oh, well, great. Keep drawing cards. Play dinos for cheap. Cheap, cheap, cheap. That's where it's at. Yes, secure that Wizards of the Coast bag. 100%. Again, hopefully, well, I imagine if I was going to get a card to reveal, I probably would have at this point. That's alright. We're going to do as much damage as possible. Of course, Thalia and the Gitrog monster guaranteed to block Ghalta. We know that's going to happen. We'll trade with the Tireless Tracker potentially as well. See how it goes. We've got Topiary to block, possibly Huntmaster as well, and a bunch more lovely, lovely aggression. Oh, I know, they're wasting all those resources. I'll change the color of dinos. Yeah. I'll have to do something. I'm just excited. Checking. Not that I'm not checking like a hawk already for the spoilers for Lost Caverns of Ixalan. I'm doing that. But when it happens, you can be guaranteed I'm probably going to burst out of bed, throw the covers off, I'll run to my computer, I'll record something, and that's going to be good. They must have another Thalia and the Gitrog monster. Probably why they're attacking, I would imagine. We'll take 9, or they have a sweeper. They might have a sweeper. Oh, they have a... Ouch. But we had to keep playing creatures, building things up to make sense to attack when they had it out. A 6/6 incubator token. That's not going to be fun. Elish Norn, Mother of Machines. Well, we better get something that isn't a land. Okay, that will do it. Of course, they would have transformed that incubator token with 6 counters on it. That would have been 6 power. Elish Norn's 4. They would have had more than enough for lethal there. Although Thalia and the Gitrog monster, more like Get Gone monster. They have 4 toughness. Rending Volley. It is only for white and blue creatures, sadly. But still. Do I like Brotherhood's End as well? They could take out artifacts if they've made perhaps a bunch of incubator tokens. I don't think that's a big theme of the deck, though. Hey, you can't do worse than Fatal Push. It's almost guaranteed to maybe only see 3 coming up in this game. That's good. But yes, we got Rending Volley. Well, Huntmaster not going to be living too long. We'll trim that. Maybe Marauding Raptor. I've done that as well before if I've wanted to bring in Brotherhood's End, which kills Marauding, plus the Fatal Pushes and the painful removal. Nah, I'll leave Marauding in. I'm on the play, so I want to keep the turn 2 plays kind of healthy, at least with 8 of them. 4 Thunderherd, 4 Marauding. Oh, beautiful stuff. I'm glad I kept it. There we go. 2 Kioras. Again, if Marauding sticks around, it would be turn 3 Rampaging Raptor. Or if they kill Marauding and we don't have enough for Rampaging, that is when we go with Kiora. Could just be Thoughtseize to get rid of... Oh, so they don't have a Thoughtseize. I imagine they would have used it if they did. Having Overgrown Tomb there, enter untapped. No removal. Oh, no removal. Okay. I'll take it. Well, maybe taking out Marauding before. Okay. All right. Well, we're feeling good. They haven't killed anything, and that is, yeah, I like it. Oh, do they have removal now? They messed up. Okay, I guess they didn't, huh? Pleasantly surprised. Wow. You couldn't ask for anything better. Oh. Well, they goofed up there. They could have stopped us from drawing a card if they hit Ripjaw before Marauding pinged for that damage. Oh, that's beautiful. I love it when that happens. Man, we got a lot of options here. Could potentially go with Kiora, but of course, Carnage Taunt makes a ton of sense. If we went with Kiora, though, we do get the card draw from Rampaging Raptor entering untapped, and I think that's what we really want to be doing. Super duper pressure them. Pinging. Oh, I don't care who blocks who. We're going to get the job done. We'll have 6 mana anyways. If Marauding went down, tap a land, untap it, play Carnage turn next turn. We got so much good stuff. Thalia and the Gitrog monster, we smoke it for 1. Oh, the Siege Rhino. Well, that's pretty good too. Well, I like it. However, I also like Rampaging Raptor, powering it up with the extra mana that we have, also with the card draw. I would imagine probably Siege Rhino would block Marauding Raptor. I'll attack with Rampaging. Save Marauding. Untap land to have that source of red ready and waiting for you know who. That's alright. That's alright. We know we can get rid of Thalia and the Gitrog monster, and that is going to feel good. Maybe they have another Assassin's Trophy. Ooh, they don't. I'm still not going to go with this other Marauding. 4 damage doesn't take out Carnage turn, but we could draw a Rampaging Raptor some turn coming up. Shifting Ceratops. There are a few creatures that a total of 4 damage to Marauding Raptor pings would take out, so we don't really need that. Of course, they could have a sweeper coming up, so it may be nice to hold off on Marauding here. Now we don't need to untap anything. We'll see if Tireless Tracker actually trades with Marauding. That'll be fine by me. Okay. Of course, if they do have a sweeper, we got a little bit of benefit from that Marauding Raptor, taking them down a wee bit closer. I mean, can't target that. Good luck. Oh, fatal push. Nah. I like it. They do have enough combined power to trade with Carnage turns. That's not so bad. Hopefully we get at least a little bit of card draw coming up though. Oh, another Rending Volley. Where's Thalia and the Gitrog monster? Let's see it. Somewhere. Somehow. They still would have to double block. We'll do it. We'll do it. Attack with Carnage. Get rid of both those creatures. Oh, interesting. That's good. That's good. Certainly nice being able to untap Carnage turn, have it as a blocker. Not sure they have a whole lot of anything. If they had a sweeper, they would have just blocked with those creatures if the creatures were going to die anyways. So maybe they just draw the sweeper, or just drew the sweeper this turn. Or they have Extinction Event, which would exile Carnage Torrent and Marauding Raptor, leaving behind both their creatures because they're both an odd mana value. That would be nasty too. Glissa. Not so great. Not good. It's not part white, so again, we can't target it with Rending Volley. I was a little bit worried about this. I hated Thalia and the Gitrog monster so much that I just wanted to take them out. Of course, it could be removal that doesn't need a specific color. There is numerous options. Instant speed. Yeah. Well, I guess we're in a holding pattern at this point. Until we, I don't know, figure something out. Certainly Glissa is not going to attack. Unless they draw another copy of her. Potentially they might do that. Tireless Tracker is getting pretty big though. That's rough stuff. Ouch. Painful. They must have another copy, or they are not worried about Carnage Tyrant's damage with the Graveyard Glutton and the Tireless Tracker there. Oh, 3 counters from Kiora. Huh. Hopefully we don't draw more lands or more Kiora. Let's go, let's go. Creature that draws us a card. You can do it. Regisaur Alpha into Ghalta would be lovely. We'd have enough mana to... Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Well, it's not quite it. Of course, Tireless Tracker would trade with Carnage Torrent. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Graveyard Glutton would be 6 damage right there with its ability. Actually, it would switch back to Graveyard Trespasser, so that's only 4, 7. Yeah, we're basically done for. Sadly, the streak had to end eventually. Man, that's big. Wouldn't be surprised if they just attacked with everything. Oh, hey. Yeah, discard anything. I don't need anything. Be my guest. Nothing to see here. Maybe they have a Thalia and Gitrog monster and... Well, we got some draw. That's good. Make a green. Untap it. Make use of Kiora a little bit. Really should have just played Topiary Stomper, I guess. I will still play Topiary. Get some card draw. Get a creature that can block. Start to buy ourselves a little bit of time here. Creature. Something. Another Topiary. Oh, Marauding Raptor. Well, I'll take it. Brotherhood's End would have helped big time. Hopefully they have a bunch of Thalia and Gitrog monsters, knowing if they play it, it's dead immediately. Man, that Tireless Tracker. I think Kiora could be pretty darn helpful next turn, as long as we maybe chain a few creatures, one of them being Regisaur Alpha. Again, Regisaur plus Ghalta. Oh, they got a sweeper, I think. They're attacking with everything. That's got to be it. Of course, Tireless Tracker would get to 8 toughness. Carnage Tyrant would not trade with it, so we have to double block. Sadly, Topiary Stomper blocking the Graveyard Trespasser there. Keeping in mind that clue, which they can sacrifice at instant speed to make Tireless Tracker a 9/8. That's not happening. No sneaky sacrifice this time. Or they have Fatal Push, taking out Marauding, and then Tireless Tracker cleanly trading with Carnage Tyrant there. Okay, not so bad. I like it. Ouch, that's a lot of damage. Sweeper. They have to play another Glissa or take out Topiary Stomper. Or something. Anything. There is the Sunfall. Let's get some hasty damage if we get it just enough. Oh, we got some card draw. Okay, Secluded Courtyard. Let's untap. Let's chain at least 2 things. Let's hope for 2. Cross your fingers. Regisaur Alpha, Shifting Ceratops, that Rampaging Raptor. Oh, Topiary Stomper. Not quite. Drawn multiple cards this turn. Let's go. Can't play Rampaging or Shifting or Regisaur, but oh boy. Marauding. Oh, Stomping Ground. That's okay. That's okay. We got some good stuff. They better have another sweeper coming up. 2/2 Incubator, not the worst thing in the world. Ooh, that Siege Rhino. I don't like it. Of course, I could just kill it with Rending Volley. That's pretty nice. Doubling up, it's not the best thing. We use 2 pieces of removal, but if we can't target anything anyways, I'll take it. Five to 5. Oh, this is a slugfest, if I've ever seen one. No Fatal Push. Don't take out Ripjaw. You can do it. Oh. No Ripjaw. Okay, hey, we made use of the Rending Volleys. I'm happy about that. Not so happy about a Thunderherd Migration. Where are the creatures? My goodness. We'll keep thinning the deck. We'll find something at some point here. Ripjaw being blocked by one of those creatures would maybe get us somebody nice. I imagine Tireless Tracker probably wants to trade with Topiary Stomper. Lining up nicely there. I don't know if... I don't think they want to go down to 1. Ooh, okay, okay. Well, interesting. Oh, Elish Norn, Mother of Machines. That's maybe not too bad. They certainly don't have a sweeper in hand. They wouldn't have played her if that was the case. Ooh, Conduit of Worlds. That Tireless Tracker is going to get massive. Although we might be able to get him if we can get some creature with haste. As long as one creature connects. Oh, it's a land. What's going on here? 6, 10, 12, 13 lands. Well, I mean, we're halfway through the deck. Okay. That's how she goes sometimes. I'll be aggressive with both, might as well. We can use Rending Volley to take Elish Norn's toughness down a little bit. Good, Tireless Tracker only gets to 1. I kind of missed that. Yeah, fine by me. Okay, we got a card draw. Creature. Ah, it's not a creature still. Ooh, ouch. Where are the creatures? Where's that Shifting Ceratops? Another Rampaging Raptor at some point here. We gotta find it. Recasting a Siege Rhino. That's not so great. Maybe they have another one to finish us off. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Man. Not a single Shifting Ceratops. Or Regisaur Alpha in the top half of the deck. That is just straight up bad luck. You can't change anything about that. That's just an unfortunate turn of events. Very... well, nothing much to evaluate there. Alright. Let's redeem ourselves. Actually, I want to make a cup of coffee. I'm going to pause it for a second. I'll be back in 30 seconds, a minute. Don't go anywhere. More dinosaur action is about to continue. Actually, let's do the countdown. All right. That took a little bit longer than I had anticipated. I actually had to open up a bottle of my wife's Starbucks cold brew, but that little foil piece that they have on top to keep it fresh, it just would not come off. It was on there good, so I had to just jam my finger through it, break it, and then take all the pieces out carefully, making sure nothing went into it. But we're ready to go. Getting fired up. Ruthless aggression, man. You never know what you're going to get. Certainly interesting. Even though we didn't come away with the win, you get to see, well, sometimes it's just not meant to be. Yeah. But there certainly could be a lot of other great options other than Kiora, which, come to think of it, maybe we can go over that perhaps after this match, or to finish things off tonight, whenever that does happen. It is the weekend, so I potentially can go a little bit longer. We went on a bit of an outing today, so I think my daughter, she should sleep pretty good. Almost as good as this hand. 3 lands, Huntmasters. It's like the rampiest of rampy. We just need a little bit of a payoff, but we should get something. Well, and Kiora, my goodness. All ramping. No pace. Sensor. Beautiful. Whew. They probably only had 1 land. I imagine that's why they cycled it. Or they have 2. They're going to get rid of Huntmaster. They could bounce Huntmaster, or let me think. Do I like Thunderherd Migration? You know what? I'm going to test the waters with Huntmaster just because I have 2 copies. Let's see what they do. Okay. I'd rather a counter happen on Huntmaster, which is naturally not durable, and now perhaps that's going to mean Thunderherd Migration happens safely. Oh, Field of Ruin. Take out that Cinder Glade. Again, I don't need too many sources of red, so that's not a problem indeed. If they have another sensor. Do I like Kiora? What do I want them to, burn something on? They could be saving Field of Ruin just to take out one of these things, so let's try and sneak in Kiora. That'd be nice. Good. Actually, you know what? I'll use her to untap a Stomping Ground. They're going to think that I have something that I wanted to do for 1. They're like, ooh. What's going on here? Do it. I guess we do need another mountain just in case we draw that Rampaging Raptor that requires 2 red. Although Kiora can make 2 red when she untaps Cinder Glade. We'll keep it with a forest. Certainly you need a lot of green with Topiary Stomper requiring 2 green. At the moment, we need a lot with what we have. Right? Well, we'll try for a Huntmaster. Let's hope. Even if they do have a counterspell, it's not the end of the world. Certainly imagine they're going to deal with Topiary Stomper, though. Put a stop to that. Oof. There's that Absorb. Coming in strong. This is a little bit painful. No Tyrannix Rex and Carnage Tyrant is in the sideboard. We only have Shifting Ceratops to rely on against this usually painful deck. Can't go Topiary Stomper and Regisaur. I will try for Topiary Stomper again, though. Ouch. Back-to-back absorbs. Of course, I'd rather have Topiary Stomper countered than Regisaur. We got a decent bit of ramp already. We'll have Kiora untap a forest. We don't want to reveal that we have Regisaur Alpha, so we're just going to pay the full cost of Thunderherd Migration here. Pretend like we got nothing. You know what? I'm not going to attack. Cancel. Just in case they do have Wandering Emperor. I don't want that to enter Exile Huntmaster just to deal 1 point of damage. I'll probably just pack it in at this point. They're at 26. They got Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. We don't have Carnage or Tranix Rex, which really hurts our chances big time. Now they only have 2. Of course, they could have a counter spell. Well, let's tap Rootbound for a mana, Kiora, boom. Have a lot of extra just in case it's something that wants us to pay 3. Maybe. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Draw Ghalta. Ooh, that's not Ghalta. Okay. We're really looking good with the ramping department. It certainly does feel like overkill, and this has happened in the past with the cost reduction. Cost reduction sometimes helping to cast multiple dinosaurs. You know, you could reduce Regisaur and Marauding in a single turn, effectively like Huntmaster helped with 2 mana worth. Pretty much. But do I want to take Teferi down to 1? I guess I messed that up. I was so stunned that it was stopped. I was so stunned that they were tapped out. It would have been nice to take out Teferi, giving Regisaur Alpha haste there. Nuts. I think I need another sip of coffee. That certainly would have helped us. I may not have done a whole lot, but when they're not untapping 2 cards a turn, keep drawing Thunderherd. Oh my. But yeah, with Thunderherd Migration, Topiary Stomper, and the cost reduction, something else that sometimes for the most part is just ramping a little bit. It could be a Planeswalker that digs deep for a creature, so we always or usually get it every turn. There's a few. We'll wait 1 more turn at least. I'm just interested to see what we draw. Again, if it is more lands, we're getting flooded quite a bit, even with 22. Perhaps with all the ramp, I could go down to 21. I've always wondered about that, at 20, maybe. It's a lot of ramp. Certainly more than the mana dorks. Again, 1 Huntmaster or 1 Marauding could help, could be 1 mana dork. 2 creatures in 1. Huntmaster also could give something haste. Marauding could be attacking with 4 power. There's a lot to consider. Oh, I'm not bothering with that. No siree. Nuts. But it is very interesting. Again, this is certainly overkill. Naturally, I wanted to keep Topiary Stomper in because it's stable ramp. It's a Dino. Often enough, I do still get to 7 lands. Certainly, we've gotten more than 7 lands multiple times tonight. But because it's 4 power, natural synergy with Kiora. Maybe I could trim Thunderherd Migration, but I don't like to do that if I'm going into a matchup that doesn't feel safe. Oh, excuse me. Some matchup that's not safe. Maybe they have 1 black up, we go first, and then they go and fatal push. I'm thinking that. I have the choice between Thunderherd Migration or Huntmaster. I'm going to go Thunderherd Migration. Especially if I have 3 lands plus Thunderherd. If I'm at 4 on turn 3, I could go Huntmaster for 2, Topiary for 2 with that cost reduction. Or, Marauding Topiary, something like that. Or just Rampaging Raptor. Straight up. That would be lovely as well. So it's nice to have this as a backup and also just get ahead with the lands. Getting to 7 a little bit easier for Topiary here. It definitely feels quite a bit different. These are, fantastic creatures as we've seen. But with all this ramp, you got to admit, you can pretty easily get to the bigger stuff. You have more dinos with a mana value of 5, 6, like Carnage Tyrant, Tyrannix Rex. Oh, that guy. And again, Tyrannix Rex, they're all creatures that are bigger, 4 power or more, so they still line up with Kiora. Yeah. Gonna have to keep that in mind. But again, the Carnage Tyrant, I almost didn't have that. Trim Ripjaw. And yes, okay, we're good to go. I was so excited to talk about the little intricacies there. Stuff you guys might run into. Nope. I've seen worse. I've certainly seen worse. Of course, with 12 things for 2, I would absolutely hope to see one of those things to start. We could draw it coming up here, but still, that's not the worst hand in the world. Hopefully getting Topiary Stomper. Again, if we had something for 2, we would likely dodge whatever they have. Now they'll be at 2 mana coming up this next turn. Cycle a Censor again, make us think that they don't have a Censor. Well, we're going to try to play something. Oh, gee, I wonder if they have another Censor. Well, we got to start burning those counter spells. Okay, similar turn of events. Yeah, having anything for 2 would have been lovely. Oh, Huntmaster, we'll try for that. Maybe they have a 3rd Censor. Or Absorb. Nuts. Oh, let's try. Keep burning it. Do it. Okay. We'll absorb that counter spell and potentially... one of these things. Okay, it's got to be... You see, that's a difficult thing. I would like to get to 5 to maybe go Carnage turn next turn. We've seen 2 Censors though, so I don't think we have to worry about needing to pay an extra one, playing Rampaging instead of Regisaur. We'll try for Regisaur. Oh, they're going to take out Huntmaster. March of Otherworldly Light, perhaps. Man, it's like the Fatal Push. My goodness. Where is Shifting Ceratops when you need it? Or Castle Garenbreak. We'll try for Kiora. Maybe she happens. Dovin's Veto. Our chances are taking a dive from Dovin's. Good. Hopefully this means we get to go Thunderherd Migration. We'll reveal Rampaging Raptor, which might mean that Thunderherd's resolves. I hope that helps. Save the counter spell for Rampaging instead. Do it. You want to... I think that might have been why. Good. Of course, we'll keep Huntmaster back if they have a Wandering Emperor in their hand. No siree. Not happening. Oh! Well, hashtag pre-recorded. There you go. Of course, that Samurai might pressure Kiora a little bit. If all goes well. Well, they're making a bunch of Samurai. They do not have a sweeper. Absolutely not. Yeah, take 2. Carnage. Get your counter spell ready. That is not doing anything. Gotcha. Surprise. Make them think you're doing something else and then do this. Ooh. Mind games. Now the Ether Gust. You gotta be kidding. Well, we'll keep it on top. Certainly, that is unfortunate. Man, I should have wondered. Ouch. Hopefully they don't have another one. They've certainly had enough sensors and painful things. Now, if we could play creatures with flash, or creatures as if they had flash, this would be an opportune moment. We could flash in Topiary Stomper right now. That would have been nice. And there are some planeswalkers, some artifacts I believe as well, that allow to do that. I've tried it out a bit before. Vivian, Champion of the Wilds, Tuna Green. Creatures can be cast as though they have flash, and you get to +1. You can give a creature vigilance and reach until the start of your next turn, I believe. And the -2, you dig a little bit. Why? Huh, that's weird that Ghalta is green like that, huh? We'll go with Topiary Stomper. We'll try and ramp a wee bit here. Hopefully. Ooh, they don't counter it. I like it. Again, pretty much over, I would imagine. They'll have something for rampaging, saving that counter spell. Oh, or they got it. This is about as bad as it possibly could have. Oh, excuse me, gone. Excuse me. Certainly this list is not as good against control. Although I haven't faced as much Azorius. Certainly starting off with Carnage Tyrant and T-Rex feels very good. Really good. It's good against a wide range of things. If you have something to kill my creatures, well, you may not be able to do that. Something in black, white, red, doesn't matter. We gotcha. A lot of the time. But I imagine they'll do something to Ghalta. We'll see. We might be able to sneak something in. They're only going to have 3 mana at the most, I believe, when they untap 2 here. Ghalta wouldn't be enough, unfortunately. They're still at a full 20. Oh, they have 4. Okay. Maybe they have another Wandering Emperor. Okay, we'll try it. We'll try it. If they answer it, which I'm pretty sure they will, we'll pack it in. Oh. Wandering Emperor coming up. Or bounce. Or removal. The wedding thing. Fateful Absence. Yes. That tends to do the trick, and that will seal our fate. Hey, I'll play it out a few more turns then. Certainly I believe I should have, but just see how it goes. And playing it out, explaining how something might be better than something else. At least in that matchup. It's certainly nice to face a regular Azorius Control as opposed to Lotus Field. Recently, any Azorius variation, it has been Lotus Fields. That's a nice change, big time. However, I think let's go over this stuff. Some of the stuff to think about, at least. Another Planeswalker. Keeping in mind, we've got tons of ramp, and I think overkill ramp. So if, we're looking to switch Kiora, something that also provides card advantage, we'll look at Vivian, Champion of the Wilds first, and move on from there. If you guys have any suggestions, leave a comment, or if you're watching right now, you want to see me talk about a card that you think could be good in this situation, in this variation of decks, do so. I spelled it right? I think I spelled it right. Did I not spell it? Did I press shift and not enter? Okay. A little bit glitchy there. We're back in business. Vivian, Champion of the Wilds. Imagine there was 4 Vivians instead of 4 Kioras. We got tons of ramp already. I like it. The +1, giving a creature vigilance and reach. So if they have something with flying spirits, potentially that could be kind of nice being able to block it. We don't need sneaky reach on shifting. We can give reach to somebody else and then also have it with shifting there, and vigilance, of course, lovely. We don't leave ourselves quite as open. And then again, casting creatures as if they had flash. We have this mana up. Ooh. Painful. They have a sweeper. We lose all our creatures and then we flash in 1 or 2 at the end of their turn. Comes around to us. We're ready and waiting. And the -2 especially. We look at the top 3 cards, exile 1 face down, put the rest on the bottom in any order. As long as it remains exiled, you may cast it if it's a creature spell. That's pretty good. It's a creature that is safe forever. We don't have to worry about Thoughtseize. If it's a creature we may not want to play right yet. Could be nice. Facing off against mono black, waste not, discard. That's always rough, I must say. And it's not true card draw. If we face off against Sheoldred, this does get around that. We get card advantage, but it's not specific draw. Man, love it. I've used this before. And Vivian, well, that can be lovely. Removal, make creatures bigger permanently with the counters, distributing 2, and those creatures get trample. Giving trample to Marauding Raptor and making it bigger, love it. The -3, take out basically any creature or planeswalker because dinosaurs are so powerful. That really does the trick. And then the -5, we get to grab whatever dinosaur makes sense. It could become a sort of toolbox list. Of course, it doesn't have to be a dinosaur in the sideboard, but we may reveal a creature we own from outside the game, which does mean sideboard, and we put it into our hand. First turn we go +1, we get her to 5 loyalty, and then we go -5 on the following turn. It could be Ghalta. Maybe we have 1 or 2 Ghaltas to start with, 1 Ghalta in the sideboard. If it makes sense to do so, we do that -5. Love it. Other Vivians, Vivian Monsters Advocate, which I have been using. Worst case scenario, if we're drawing a bunch of lands, creatures that are less than 4 power for Kiora, we just +1. We keep making at least some beast creatures with vigilance, trample, reach, whatever makes sense. And then we just play maybe a bunch off the top. Or if there's something big on the top, we go -2, we play that, plus we get another one. When you cast your next creature spell this turn, search your library for a creature with lesser mana value. Put it onto the battlefield. Then shuffle. But certainly with a lot of the dinos or any creature that is a big mana value, getting to search for something also big that is 1 under it. Tranix Rex, keep in mind. Think about this. You play Tranix Rex after you've done the -2, and then you look for Carnage Taunt. Tranix Rex has a mana value of 7. Carnage Taunt has a mana value of 6. Both of those hitting the battlefield, possibly having haste with Regisaur Alpha. I mean, that feels good. Or Ghalta. Think about it. You play Ghalta for 2, 3, 4. Even if she's not fully reduced, she has that mana value of 12. You could search for basically any creature in the game, which would be pretty neat. Cheat out Atraxa. Whatever it is. Whatever's going to do the trick. So again, this could be kind of toolboxy. You search for the specific one of that you have or that you brought in from the sideboard for some matchup. I love it. That's some good stuff. So yeah, we got a lot of ramp. Switch Vivian with Kiora potentially, but we'll go into another match here. At least another match. How long have I been going for? Past now. Almost 2 hours. Good stuff. Good stuff. But definitely, I love Kiora. A little bit of card draw, ramping. It is a beautiful package, but I think it is, of course, the best fit and Mono Green Devotion. You know, Nykthos tapping for ungodly amounts, Kiora untapping it, Storm the Festival. Maybe they get another Nykthos from the Storm the Festival plus another Kiora, or they get Cavalier of Thorns, which gets a Nykthos, which they then... you know the drill. Disgusting amounts of green. And this is a beautiful hand. Instant keep. We've got Secluded Courtyard, which is going to tap for our red mana for a dinosaur. Mana of any color for a dino, which is exactly what we need. Ooh, no Thoughtseize. Turn 1 Thoughtseize had to happen at least once in a night. That's okay. We'll get there. Probably to... Oh, interesting. Hopefully they don't have another one to get rid of Topiary. They really should be doing that. Oh, I'll take it. That is rough stuff. Do I like Kiora? I kind of like Kiora. Let's do it. Let's do it. We do get ahead technically by 1 if she sticks around. We untap a land. We could be at 5 mana next turn after we go with Rootbound Crag here. Get that card draw going. A very respectable 7 loyalty. That really draws out a lot. I'm fine with her taking 3 damage. I think she should be safe. Oh, they're tapped out. Oh my goodness, folks. This is exactly the state you want to be in. There you go. Play that Ripjaw. Get the card draw. And hope they don't have removal for it. Ooh. Alright. And we have 2 basic lands. Cinder Glade needing at least 2 or more to enter on tap. So now it is like, it's a taiga. Kind of. I think it's taiga, the original dual land that is a mountain and a forest. Beautiful. You really do get to at least 2 basics easily. With Topiary Stomper, grabbing a basic, Thunderherd Migration, grabbing a basic, and this is not great. Oh, yeah. Ripjaw Raptor, not so fun. Huntmaster's not going to block. Kiora goes down no matter what. Starting off with the Crone War, okay. Well, we'll go with Regisaur Alpha. If I had played Topiary, I still would only be at 6. We'll be at 7 next turn with Secluded plus Topiary. And we'll just, will not attack. Stealing Ripjaw is like the ultimate... Not good. That's okay. Well, the token trades with Bone Crusher. That's perfectly fine by me. Makes sense. They must have something they can do. A sacrifice Ripjaw to beseech the mirror? Oh, an artifact, enchantment, or token as they cast this spell. So they don't have an artifact, enchantment, or, no, the Crone War, which that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. If they sacrificed it, we would get back Ripjaw. That doesn't seem great. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. I'll take it. Search for Shieldred. Oh, search for a card. Beseech the mirror to research for an Crone War. Ooh, is that what we have to deal with? Anything for 4, I mean. It's pretty neat though, because we still have to attack with everything. They're kind of really messing us up. Not that I would have worried about attacking. They only have that little Blood Tithe Harvester will get the job done. I hope. Oh, it took him a while to find that Shieldred. Okay. Of course, the extra card draw from Ripjaw is rough. We lose 2 life, and we're spoiled again with the lands. That's alright. We'll get him. Have to attack with everything. Hey, there you go. We shouldn't be dead next turn. Blood Tithe Harvester trades with Huntmaster. That's alright. I really would have had Shieldred trade with Ripjaw. Snoring the Merciless. That's okay. I mean, that's a little bit of card advantage. Possibly with the +1 there. Rough stuff. Looking at the top card of their library, they can reveal it, put it into their hand. If they do, they lose life equal to its mana value. Oh, the dirty flood. The flood cannot be escaped tonight. I need those sandbags big time just to keep it at bay. Or the Flex Seal Flood Defense. If you guys haven't seen that commercial, definitely give it a watch. Live action. They built a set specifically for the Flex Seal Flood Protection product line. Oh, it was... I'm not joking. It was like the best commercial I've seen. Like, so much work went into it. It's legit. That's gonna be it. The lands tonight. You would think I'm using something crazy like 24 or 25, but 20 things ramp. Some of these things ramp more than once. Of course, Marauding and Huntmaster don't stick around, as often as I'd like. Lots of, normal, regular removal does take them out. But if they do stick around, of course, they are elevated, playing multiple things. Yeah, I'm still having a good time. Always having a good time. However, Brotherhood's End, switch it for Huntmaster, which is dead to... Well, it's not living. If it lives, we're in a good position. Definitely. Ripjaw, well, we'll take Ripjaw out. Switch it with good old Carnage Taunt. Pretty simple. Rampaging Raptor could get big enough to trade with Shieldred. If we pump it up, Shifting Ceratops already is 5 power, possibly threatening Shieldred as well. And I may want to control the card draw. I might not actually want Ripjaw to draw. Still would be pretty rough to keep, even if one of these forests was a source of red for marauding. Ugh, worse. Ouch. That's not gonna do it. Oh, wow. Well, we're not going to keep mulliganing. We're going to keep that. The 2 Thunderherd Migrations. We're just hoping for that second land. Hoping they don't have another turn 1 Thoughtseize ripping one of them. Certainly would be quite painful if we only had 1 Thunderherd and then we lose it to this Thoughtseize there. Not going to play. Ooh, my goodness. Ouch. We got to get the second land at some point here. Imagine we're basically done for. Going from the flood to nothing. I talked about that Flex Seal flood protection product maybe a little bit too enthusiastically, or just the fact that it's so good. It protects against flooding in Magic the Gathering. Oh man, that is a product if I've ever seen one. I wonder what they're going to grab. Oh, who would have guessed a Shieldred? Yes, that's hey, do a bunch of turns, see how bad it actually got. Of course, well, can't do much there. Worth a shot, I feel, definitely. With the one land in Thunderherd, it's just sad there wasn't even a second land in the top 11. 2 cards there. We were 51 left, minus the 2 that are on the bottom. Yeah, the top 11. One land. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Let's try one more. Let's do it. Let's do it. Try and end on a positive note, but of course, always positive. Again, don't forget.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for fantastic, calm Dino action.
I guess I say don't forget in that as well, but don't forget to do that. Take a big bite out of that like button. If you enjoy dinos, or if you enjoy seeing somebody that doesn't get too flustered when things don't go your way, and things will not always go your way, that is guaranteed. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Oh, yep. Don't even have to think about it. Just instantaneously. Absolutely perfect. 3 lands, Marauding, Kiora, a nice mixture. Although, we're seeing Overgrown Tomb again. Is it going to finally be Greasefang? Or another Abzan? Or Golgari? Or Jund Adventures? Or Jund Food? You never know. At the very least, we get to go something next turn, even if they kill Marauding. Oh, I think they were so scared of facing dinos, they completely quit. Maybe they had such a bad hand, like, we've had, which is kind of interesting. As I talk about, staying positive, keeping on, trudging on, don't get tilted, bad things happen to the opponent. But we see black and green, and you know what that means. I'm going to trim Huntmaster. We're not on the play, so that's also pretty rough. Huntmaster not living too long whatsoever. And again, 4 things here, 16 things that ramp. 8 of those things stable. Well, Kiora is pretty stable as well, but a little bit more susceptible to removal. Yeah. Didn't get a whole lot of information. Perhaps it is Greasefang. Keep that in mind. Of course, Rending Volley, like I mentioned, that could be good. For 1 red, we take out and we fry that greasy rat before it cheats out a vehicle. Or right when its trigger is on the stack, when it's targeted the vehicle, but before the vehicle enters the battlefield, so they don't have a chance to crew it in response to me removing Greasefang. If we kill Greasefang before the vehicle enters, the vehicle still does that, but it bounces back to the opponent's hand, and then possibly, if that's the only vehicle they have, they've got to now maybe find a way to send it back to the graveyard. Especially if it's Parhelion 2, they definitely need to send it back. Where's that Thoughtseize? Gotta be. Maybe? Are they lagging? Arena has been... Oh, okay. They must be lagging, because that's a pretty straightforward thing to do. Or they were thinking about Thoughtseize or the Vessel of Nascency, whatever it is. 1 green, artifact, or enchantment. One of those 2. And then later on they can pay 2 to sacrifice it to mill a bunch of cards, put stuff in the graveyard. They were hoping to set up for that. Paying 1 this turn, and then they would be at 2 mana next turn to send stuff in there. Gonna get rid of Thunderherd Migration though, I would imagine. Yeah, it definitely seems like they're lagging. It's taken them quite a while. Again, Cinder Glade to start. We don't have 2 basics. We would have gotten to 2 basics with the Thunderherd Migration eventually, though. I gotta be lagging. Well, I mean, maybe this is going to be the winner. It certainly has been a lot of back and forth, but a very good idea of the potential of this deck. Fantastic, lovely aggression, sometimes an overkill in the ramping department, but still lovely. Lovely draw. You could have 1 Kiora in, certainly. If you only have 1 Kiora, you're not going to see multiples, which removes that potential feel-bad situation. Replace the other 3 Kioras with something else that also provides card advantage. Ooh, they don't have more. Oh my goodness. I mean, certainly we're getting a lot of lands. We gotta not get lands at some point. But perhaps me just saying that jinxed it. I probably... The Flex Seal Flood Protection defense has worn off, sadly, I think. Especially if we draw another land coming up. Nuts. Maybe I should look for that. The clip. Nah. Searched up. Flex Seal, Flood Protection. Go behind the scenes. Watch the behind the scenes making of it. Watch the actual one. Actually, watch the finished product and then see how they did it, because it's fascinating. I'm not even joking. You gotta see. Huh. They're getting mana screwed and we're not. They have the flood protection. Yeah. We get to Regisaur Alpha eventually. My goodness. And the Flood Seal Protection Defense System, whatever it's called, the official name, it does wear off. It is one-time use, so you got to keep reapplying it. I clearly forgot to reapply it, which is why we're in this scenario that we're in. Yikes. Maybe they're hoping we concede because, well, they got their second land, so that's not great. Okay. Exciting stuff. Not, the way you'd always want to win, but it happens to us, as you saw. It happens to opponents. Sometimes it may feel like it happens to you more than it should, but that is variance. You're going to have streaks where you lose. Doesn't matter what you use, but of course dinosaurs naturally can be more susceptible to being stopped, but they certainly see a lot more lands, possibly. And again, with 22, interesting stuff indeed. My, oh my. Well, that was very good. We'll start that final countdown for anybody that is still around. Thanks for joining, or if you're watching later on, and definitely take a bite out of that like button. Again, a big bite, if you forgot to. Yeah, very good. I love this variation. We learned a lot of stuff, so hopefully Turbo Master, you enjoyed that. If you're watching later on, which I imagine you will, hopefully work went good. Sadly, you couldn't join us, but hey, here it is. You see the potential, the good, the bad, the why not. All right. Oh boy, man. Okay, have a good rest of your time zone, whenever it is, wherever it is you are. Do good, be good. See you next time. Peace.